Hi, family. I have some news for the house as we are steep in the season of the harvest. I can't say it enough. This season requires that we are circumspect concerning the things that we hear, concerning the sides that we take. We must be very careful to note that in the season of the harvest, there's only one requirement from the believer. We must define ourselves as those who belong to the Lord. At this time, we recognize that the tares and the wheat have become distinct in their appearance. They have become distinct in their fruitings. We must recognize that what you do defines who you are. In the season of the harvest, we must be defined according to our response to the mandate to make disciples of all nations. We are defined according to our response to the Great Commission. The Great Commission remains the most important agenda that God wants to achieve through His church. And this is what defines who the church is in the world, especially at this particular period, this particular point in time when we are in the season of the harvest. Our authenticity should be defined by our response to the Great Commission. We have a responsibility to fulfill the Great Commission. And today, now, more than ever before, all of us must be standing with the renewed commitment to deliver on that assignment, the Great Commission. This is where we will define ourselves as the sons of the kingdom. In all of this, don't be carried away by the collapse of the system of iniquity. Don't be carried away by the collapse of your religious systems. Don't be carried away by the collapse of your political systems. Don't be carried away. Let not your heart be troubled. That's exactly what I want to say. Let not your heart be troubled, irrespective of how much hits you. Let not your heart be troubled. As you watch around in the news and around the world, and you see scandals hitting many people who you have looked at as icons of the faith, let not your heart be troubled, because the enemy is using this season to ruin the faith of the Son of God in the heart of people. He's attacking our faith. Your faith is being passed through the test of the perilous times. The end of the age, the perilous times, the time of great tribulation, it's bordered around the testing of our faith. So you must ensure that what you are seeing in the world as scandals and things that will naturally make your heart fail, because many people at the outing of all of these your GEOs, many people will have the false representation of God. Many people will give up on God totally. Many people will lose their faith. But the original import of what we are seeing is to purify the faith of the people. God begins to sit now as the refiner's fire, purging the faith of the people like silver and gold. Is purging the faith of the people, is ensuring that the faith of the people is passed through a testing process so that it is refined. God wants to establish genuine, authentic faith in the heart of believers around the world. And this genuine, authentic faith is not tied to any church system. It's not tied to organized religion. It is not tied to your GOs. This genuine faith is the faith of the Son of God. Exclusively is tied to the mandate to preach this gospel of the kingdom to towns, so that the goal will be to get the discipleship of nations as a response. The only response that God is looking for which He has sent His church, is to secure obedience to the faith of Yeshua HaMashiach amongst the nations. This is exactly what God is calling us into now. As you are seeing the systems collapse, find your way and gather together unto the approaching King. The King is coming. but he wants you gathered together unto him. Yes, that's the sign that he's coming. When you are gathered together unto him, your mandate to the nation changes. Your message changes. Your profession changes. Everything begins to find its connection to the throne of the Messiah. My name is Peter Adionikuga. I'm trying to bring this body of light in tidbits to give us instruction in righteousness. Because at this time, sons of Issachar are around, people are operating in the spirit that gives us understanding of times and seasons. Do you understand? And we actually know what the church ought to do, so that by our ministry, the church can be instructed in righteousness. This is why I did this particular live, and I'm sure you are blessed listening. Till I see you again. Shalom now.